Okay, hi guys, we're going to look at some ratio questions today. So we're going to start off with something quite basic where we're sharing amounts into given ratios. So a ratio, before we start, we need to know what a ratio is. So a ratio is describing a relationship between two quantities. So this first ratio here of 4 to 3 means that for every £4 in this case, okay, that one person gets, the other person gets £3. So it's that relationship between those quantities. So we want to share £140 into the given ratio. And to do that, we're going to use a bar model. Okay, so we're going to start off by looking and saying this first part has got 4 parts to it. Okay, so I'm going to draw myself a bar that has got 4 parts to it. Okay, so that's the first part. The second part has got 3 parts to it. Okay, so all together, we know that there's 7 parts to this ratio. So we know that altogether, this bar model is representing £140, and we need to know how much goes into each box to share it into those 7 equal parts. Okay, so we've got 140 divided by 7, okay, which we know is 20. So actually each one of these boxes is worth £20. Okay, so the first one is 4 parts, so that's 4 boxes. Okay, so we know that that's 20, 40, 60, £80. So we can start off, we know that's £80, and we give our answer in a ratio in the same way that the ratio is in the question. And the second one is 3 boxes, so that's 20, 40, £60. So our answer to that question would be £80 to £60. So we can check that we've got it right, because if we add those up, that will make the original amount. Okay, let's have a look at another one, and I'll give you 2 questions to have a go at. So we've got share 220 grams into the ratio 3 to 8. So for every 3 grams one gets, another person gets 8. So the first part has got 3 boxes. Okay, so there's 3 parts to that ratio. That second part has got 8 boxes. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and mine's just going off the page, so you need to make sure you plan your space a little bit better than I have. It's much easier with squared paper, but I haven't got any at home, unfortunately. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 boxes, and we know that the whole of that bar represents 220 grams. So we know we're going to need to share that 220 grams into 11 equal parts. So we're doing 220 divided by 11. And again, and it just happens that this is 20 grams. Okay, so each one of these boxes is worth 20 grams. I'll write that in. Okay, so the first part has got 3. Okay, so 3 times 20 is 60 grams. And the second part has got 8, so 8 times 20 is 160 grams. And again, we can check that because 60 out of 160 is 220. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the paper up, show 2 questions. If you pause the video, have a go at those 2 questions, and then I will model them again when you're ready to press play. Okay, so you should have had a go at those questions. I'm going to model them through for you. Okay, so we're sharing 200 millilitres into the ratio 7 to 3. So altogether, we've got 7 parts here and 3 parts here. So we can draw ourselves a nice bar model. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 10 parts altogether. We've got 200. Okay, so that's the whole lot. And again, 200 divided by 10. Okay, again, it's 20. It's completely by accident that my examples are all 20. They're not always going to be 20. Okay, so we've got 20 in each box. Okay, so we know that we've got 7 boxes there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 20 times 7 is 140. In this case, it's millilitres. 2, and then we've got 3 parts, which is 60 millilitres. And again, if we check that, they would add together to make that 200. Okay, so we've got 714 grams in the ratio 2 to 5. So we've got 2 boxes and 5 boxes, so we've got 7 boxes altogether. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We know that the whole lot is 714. We need to share that into 7. So we've got 714 divided by 7. Okay, so 714 divided by 7 is in fact 102. Okay, that's going to be a bit of a squash. So we've got 102 in each box. So that's saying 1 part is worth 102. Okay, so we know then that 2 parts is worth 204 kilograms, and that 5 parts is worth 510 kilograms. Okay, so that's sort of the basics of ratio. But if we move to more problem-based questions, if I move that down for you. So let's read through this one together. Ribena is made with water and Ribena in the ratio 8 to 1. So that means that for every 8 parts of water, there's 1 part of Ribena. If I have 160 millilitres of water, how much Ribena do I need? So again, I'm going to use my bar model. So I've got 8 parts and 1 part. So I need 9 parts altogether. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 parts. And we know that 1 part here is Ribena and the rest is water. Okay, and what the most common mistake I see here is people try and share this amount into this ratio. But actually that's not what it's asking us. It's saying that this part here that we've got for water, this 8 parts here, that's what that 160 millilitres is. Okay, so we need to share that 160 millilitres into 8 parts. And again, it's going to be 20. So we know that if each part of the water is 20, the other part for Ribena is 20. So I'm going to need 20 millilitres of Ribena. Again, there's another question for you to answer, so I'm going to put that on. If you pause the video, have a go at it, and then I will model it in a minute when you press play. So have a go at that question. Okay, so it's saying concrete is made with sand and cement in the ratio 2 to 3. So we know our bar model is going to need to have 5 parts to it. So if we draw our bar model, and it's going to have 5 parts. Okay, again, easy with squared paper. So it's saying that sand, because the word that comes first is going to be the first part of the ratio, is 2 parts. So that's sand, and that's cement. Okay, and it says if I have 20 kilograms of sand, how much cement do I need? So we know we've got 20 kilograms of sand, and there's 2 parts of sand. So 20 divided by 2 is 10. If we know each of those boxes is 10, we know because in a bar model each of the sections have got to be the same value. Okay, they're all going to be 10. So cement, I'm going to need 10, 20, 30, so the answer is 30 kilograms. Okay, one more type of question for you to have a look at. When I put it in focus. So Sam and Joe got some money from their grandma in the ratio 3 to 4. Joe got £24. How much money did Sam get? Okay, so again, we've got this ratio here. So we need to make our bar model, and we've got 3 parts and 4 parts. So there's 7 parts altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we know that Sam got 3 parts and Joe got 4 parts, and the information that it's telling us is Joe got £24. So this part here is worth £24. Okay, so that £24 needs to be shared only into those 4 boxes for Joe. So 24 divided by 4, which is 6. So each of those is going to be £6. Because in a bar model, each of these parts are worth the same, we know that these are going to be worth £6. So the question is, how much money did Sam get? Well, he got 6, 12, 18 pounds. Now, I've got another question for you to have a go at, and I want you to read the question carefully because it's not exactly the same, but it's the same idea. So read it carefully, look what the question is asking you, and then have a go at it. So pause the video and have a go at this question. Okay, Connor and William were given some money in the ratio 3:2. Connor got £120. How much money was given to both boys in total? Now the question's different because it asks for the total amount of money. We're going to start it in the same way. We know that they were given the money in the ratio 3:2. So we're going to start with our bar model, okay, with 5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we know that Connor was given it in the ratio 3 and William had got it in the ratio 2. Okay, the information that we've got then is Connor got £120. This part here where Connor's got, so that's Connor, sorry, and William. Okay, this part here where Connor's got 3 parts, that's 120. So we need to work out what one part is. We've got 120 divided by 3, which is 40. Okay, so one part is 40. So we know that all the parts are 40. The question's asking us how much money was given to both boys in total. So we want the total amount for the whole bar model. So we've got 120, 160, 200. Okay, so we know that there's £200 were given to the boys altogether. Okay, see you soon.